Listen, I get carsick. I do. The journey, guys. The journey sometimes makes us carsick, and that's legit. And there isn't always a cure for the nausea and confusion and the horrors. But this week's astrology really wants to show us something about when we're working on healing, when we can show up with messy bedhead hair and all of the messy boots emotions, when we can show up for each other this way, pathways get paved and beautiful little things can lead us to the wonderful, huge, catastrophic things that are the very things that are shaping our lives. And so today, it's a big day. Mercury is squaring Saturn and Neptune. So it's like our thoughts, are starting to orient towards where our dreams are, but what's the technicalities of how we're supposed to get through this time and what we want. It's also Jupiter moving into Cancer day, which I love. Venus is squaring Pluto. And so our love sector is being challenged by how we're willing to transform it. Have you had a gnarly fight lately? Have you felt a little disconnected? Well, Pluto wants to transform that. Pluto wants to look you square in the face and say, look at your mirrors. Look at your people and find a way to learn from them. Find a way to be with them. And I love that for us because there's so much healing in that. And then Wednesday, we get this big full moon in Sagittarius. It's gorgeous. It wants to go places. It wants to travel, both physically and metaphorically. It wants to take us somewhere. So manifest some shit this week, you guys. Manifest it. Do it. Hold it in your heart and don't renege. Go big. Go big. Jupiter wants us to go big or go home. I hate that line. I hate workout lines like pain is fear leaving your body. And, there's so many one-liners about that stuff that I'm just like, ew, gross. Okay, life is not a marathon. I get all of the similes, blah, blah, blah. But truly, you guys, with the full moon in Sag, go big or go home. Pain maybe is fear leaving our bodies. I don't know. But it is a beautiful time to set some intentions because on Wednesday with the full moon, Mercury is sextiling, my favorite word, so sexy, which means it's a good thing, Venus. So our thoughts and how we want to love and how we want to share is expansive. Jupiter's big ass bitch saying, let's walk that walk, talk that talk. Take a bite out of the cookie this week. And then Friday, the sun is squaring the nodes of fate. So it's like, but are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? What if your shit started to manifest? What if you're not ready for your shit to manifest? What is going to happen then? What's going to happen then? What if you're not ready? So get ready. That's what this week is saying. Practice what you preach. Walk that path and don't be surprised when you get exactly what you're asking for. Because the truth is, we can ask for love. We can say, I just want to be loved. But like the genie in the bottle, you have to be careful with what you're wishing because love can be painful. Love can be abusive. Love can be pain and horror and all of that too. Love, much like light and dark, has two sides to it. Love can represent attachment. So be careful what kind of love you're asking for. That is the dealer's warning this week, is be careful what you're wishing for because it might not be exactly what you want. A wish and a want and a desire is a triangle that is different. None is the same, but when you put them together, it creates something, a beautiful trine inside of us that is a yes. So make sure you're following your yeses. Then on Sunday, Mars is going to square Uranus and Jupiter is going to square Saturn. You guys, Sunday's big for us, okay? Because some shit could go down. Some tension could feel mighty. Some action could feel big because Mars squaring Uranus, talk about go big or go home, but like the dark side of that, but like the thing that you shouldn't have said that you said anyway, the fight, the pressure release valve getting taken off and what is going to change when you double down on how you're feeling, on what you want to do. You'd better be ready because with Jupiter having this big party in Cancer, heal, let's have mom vibes, let's be taken care of. When Jupiter then is going to square Saturn, it's like, but did you do your homework? Did you do the work that is required to receive? because being receptive can also be work. Being open, allowing yourself to be vulnerable, as I have with you guys this morning, is work. Choosing to show up for your wildest dreams takes work. It's not just, I wish upon a star and then I wake up like the fairy tales tell us. It's not the story ends when the prince and princess get each other. That's not real life, guys. Those aren't real wishes. They're not true. And so I want us to dig deep down into the trueness of what we want and find the reality of what it is we're seeking, because it is seeking us. What you seek is seeking you. I believe that. All of these one-liners, they're there for a reason. Stereotypes exist for a reason, and I don't always like to use them, but I do like to say that we are forever the mirrors of our hearts. And when you can soften and allow and heal and just walk without intense destination, then the world will surprise you. You'll get to go to weird, dorky concerts and win tickets to go see weird, dorky concerts again and again and again. And when you can embody the pain, for me, of missing my mom so much this morning, then there's also the light side of that, of knowing that I'm not physically with her, but I'm spiritually with her all the time. Thank you so much for being here and listening for a part 1 and a part 2. Never done that before, but thought I'd break it up for you because the first part felt like a lot of story and this second part was more about the actual astrology going on. So listen to one, listen to both. I would love both. Hopefully you listened to part 1 to have reference for this part 2. And like, follow, subscribe. Here I am. I'm here for you. Splayed out with messy hair. And real talk, haven't brushed my teeth yet this morning. I promise that's what I'm going to go do right now. I hope you have a beautiful week. What you seek is seeking you. I promise. I promise. Have a great week.